Right, we're on the little Insta360 again. We're in the old workshop, if you can recognise it. We're doing something a bit different tonight. So let me just switch this around. There you go. Right, so we've got a challenge tonight. We've got the bike in front that's been donated. If we can make use of it for somebody at the club, and we've got, I don't know if you'll recognise that, that's my old frame behind it that was converted to a TT bike for using on the turbo because the frame's cracked about there. Well, it's not cracked, it's got a bit of delamination there, and it's showing signs of something funky going on the headstock there as well. So challenge tonight, see if we can do it as quickly as possible. I need to build this bike up into at least a rolling chassis so I can put a rider on it to see if it fits in before we go any further. It would be nice to get it so I can at least get all the gears working, the brakes working. I do know I'm one part missing. I do not have a braze-on derailleur. I thought I did, but then I remembered I sold it like a muppet. So when I sold the group set not long back, I had a spare braze-on that was on that bike, an 8600, and I sold it with the spare group set I had, and I bought a new braze-on 8000 for that bike. So that's got pretty much a full 8000 group set on it. But anyway, this bike is missing. What's it missing? Crank, rear derailleur, front derailleur, chain, most of the cabling, though there is some of the feed wires there. It's got a saddle, it's got a set of TT bars, but it has no shifters. So on this bike, we have, it's got front brake, it's got no back brake, but fortunately it's not got one of those funky ones that's under there. So that's good. I have got another brake. Somebody's donated me a brake. It's whether or not I can get it to fit in there and whether I've got the right size bolt for that. So we now have to go bolt shopping. This bike here has a set of full TT carbon bars on it. And it has a set of 11-speed carbon shifters. It has the brake levers as well, because this is missing the brake levers. It's got a full group set, but that's no good to me. But it has got a 6800 crank rear mech and 6800 shifters, carbon thingy-doodies, brakes. So we are going to take everything off there and we're going to lob it on there. I have got a set of wheels that I can put on it. If I can be bothered, I might go and get the carbon TT wheels I've got in the loft, because I'm going to be lending them to athletes this year as well. So when they're racing, I'm going to lend them my tubular wheels if I think they can deal with tubular wheels. If they can't, it's pointless running tubular wheels because they're a bit of a beast. To be honest, if you're doing a TT and you've lost a short course TT, you're probably knackered anyway. Right, so first thing we need to do is get the old Holdsworth up in the frame and start stripping bits off. So I'm going to dock you on me tonight because we're going to try something different there. I've got the old GoPro body harness on, and I'm going to try using that to see if that's any better, because feedback's a bit rubbish. We'll see how we go with sound. I might switch to using a radio mic as well, but we'll see how the sound sounds. And then if I do this in the future, I might switch to a radio mic as well. Right, good, let's go. Boom. Right, cool. Let us see. Right, we'll set it up there because the tool chest's over there. Right, let's do this properly and put it on the seat post, because that's what you're supposed to do. Right, there might not be a lot of talking in this, you'll be pleased to hear. Right then, so what do I want to take off first? Let's deal with the non-oily parts first then. So let's get the handlebars, the shifters and stuff like that off, because I think I'm going to chuck them into storage anyway. because the frame's probably, much as it pains me, the frame is probably going to have to get binned. But I will leave the stem on for the start for the time being. And nope, it's a 4. Actually, I'll have to get the other toolbox out. You can see all this. Right. Just realised actually we can't do that first. We've got to get the Have you seen my sign? Finally got around to putting the black backing on it. So this is the pain cave area. There you go. There's all sorts of weird and wacky things. Right. Oh. Where shall we put this? Let's put this down. Let's not. Let's put this up here so we can get to stuff. I've got another job to do as well. I've got all the my medals and stuff over here. A lot of these were chucked in a drawer when I stopped running because I fell out with them a bit. There's some quite. Oh, there was a. Yeah. There you go. The very last Flora London Marathon. That's when I knackered my hips in. A couple of Great North Run medals there. I'm missing one of them. The very last one's missing. Some other bits and bobs as well in there. Hardest thing I've ever done. Well, other than killing myself on the marathon, I think it's probably that one, Cheshire Cat. If you're a cyclist, do that one. Google Mocop on YouTube before you sign up for it, though. That's the only piece of advice I'd give you. Angela lies when she says it's not hilly. That's all I'll tell you about that baby. All right, let's get these off. Oh yeah, forgot we'd switched to blacks. That's good. I fetched a load of cables down, but I forgot I'd actually switched to black. Probably going to put new cables on, unless I can get these to fit. These Allen keys are absolutely mullered. I bought some new ones which aren't much better, which is a bit of a shame because these are actually really good. They've lasted me quite a long time, but they are starting to. I've had to cut the ball off that one already. I know I said I wasn't going to do much talking. Yeah, that's knackered anyway. It's got a filament off. I needed to bring some anti-seize down as well because I've noticed I've got a bolt that's getting a better galvanic corrosion on the new bike, and I really don't want that happening. Right. I will use the 5mm to get this one off. Let's just attack everything all at once. I'm still hanging out that one. Thought the pedals weren't done up then. It's not long since it's been serviced. I had to take this out because I thought it was the pedals or the crank and everything before I realised it was actually the frame's got an issue somewhere down there. Creaks a bit. It's not actually snapped, it just creaks. It's probably fine, but at the time I was quite a chunky, heavy rider, and I do ride fast. You know, I'm not saying I ride uber fast or I'm the fastest rider in the world, but I do ride quick and I do tend to throw the bike around. So the last thing you want is that giving way. So you know what I'm doing here. I've done it many times before on here. Right, so I'm going to chuck all the bits we take off. Oh, I was going to chuck them in that top drawer. Right. Mrs. is going to shout at me because I'm putting them on top of there. Let's get that chain off. That's good. Chain's off. See if this will come out without much of a fight. Stuck on the chain. That's it. Come on, out you come. There we go. So this bike's well loved. It's actually got a ceramic bottom bracket in it there as well. I don't think it'll fit on there because that's a screw in. This is a push fit. But that's really nice, that is. I actually replaced the ceramic bearings in that because I thought it was the bearings that had gone, but I should have known because ceramic bearings, they don't. So I do need to get one of them. So if anybody's got one, I need one. Braze on. 11 speed, Ultegra or 105 because I'm trying to stick to 105 and Ultegra. I don't like the mixing group sets. I don't think it helps matters. Right, I can't remember if this is a 6 or a 5. It's a 5. It's just not that 5. Right, we will probably be using this chain again. I've just got to try and work out where the split link is. The chain was relatively new, so I can show you that. When it goes back on the bike, I'll put the tension meter on it. It's literally, I did the bike, redid everything, serviced it, put it back on the road, and then it happened about a month later. And then since then, it's just done a winter on the turbo trainer. Right. Because I don't want to die, I'm not going to put that in there. I'm going to chuck it in there. Oops, I've probably just lost the other. And I've just put that down on my desk. Put that over there. Probably just lost the other end of that. That's not what I wanted to do. No, we haven't. We've tried looking there. In fact, nobody saw me put that there. It wasn't me. Ugh. Right, what do we need to get off now? We've got this. So, just... Okay, we're going to have to cut that off. I don't know why I'm so tight with these. Let's take that one just in case we can. This looks a bit mullered. I think if it's... you might as well just replace it. Don't lose that. Pull that off. Put that in there. Add it to the parts bundle. Should we get some light in here? Boom! Right, got the derailleur off. Need this one off. So we're going to have to do the same thing to this one. I mean, if anybody wants this frame, they can have it. Like I said, I don't think it's going to snap. It just creaks a bit. I don't know if you can see. You can't even really see it. There's just some little laminations in the paintwork. Right. Now we need to get these off. I remember how to do this now. That's it. Okay, it's like that, is it? Huh. It's pulling the wrong one, believe it or not. Alright. Alright, so that can go in the bin. How are we doing for time? Yeah, never do this in a rush. Oh. I'm hoping we don't have any problems with the internal routing on there. We've got tape on, that's good. Right, now then, how did you do this? I think you have to take these off and there's a screw behind there. And that looks like a 3. Possibly. No, it's a 4. So these are kind of indexed, not indexed. That has detented indexing on this one. And there's a tension on it to stop it from sliding, so that's what that is. You tighten that up and it increases the tension on the indexing. Yay, right. Screw that up. So there should be now I think that's a 5. I'll clip the 5 back in there. Yep, clip the 5 back in there. Yep. Oh, that's a tight one. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Nope. So another go with it. Oh, flipping heck. Hold on, this isn't one of those weird ones where it's actually you have to, yes it is. It's got a, you actually have to unscrew it to tighten it. Right, so that belongs with that one. Should have realised that. It's not been, like I said, it's not been outside, it's only had my sweat on it, but you don't exactly sweat on the end of your bars when you're in TT position. So that goes there. Where's the other one? Right, tighten it up. There we go. Straight out. Right, so the shifter's off. Just got to get the brake levers off now. I seem to remember these are fairly straightforward. Come on. Right, yes, there's one in there. No. Right, are these the same? No, these are different. Just to be awkward. Like I said, I don't know why they're different. Brake lever. And yeah, so these aren't Shimano, these are Tecro. But beggars can't be choosers. I think I got the whole lot. I think I got the bars and everything for about 30 quid. Apparently they're carbon. I don't believe it. There's a metal liner on the inside of it. I think they're probably carbon covered, but either that or they are, oops, they are Vision. So no, I don't think they're Chinesium. That's it, got them buggers out. Right, come off a Cannondale, that's interesting. Anyway, right, yeah, they are Vision bars. And these are Vision as well, I believe, possibly, don't know. What do we need off here now? I think that's it. Right, down you go. Me old mucker. Sorry, Reggie. Your parts have gone to a higher purpose. Beautiful frame, really, really light. This weighs much more than that. But it's a TT bike, so yeah, I guess that's inevitable. Oh, flipping end caps. Right. Now, ideally, I want to try and shifty this along. The simple reason is you've got to be really careful with TT bikes with that, because if handlebars spin round and they smack on the side of your frame, it will more than likely knacker your frame. So when you do put them in here, either use the safety strap like I do when I strap the front wheel in, or try and make it so you've got something, some pad in there. So I use the clamp off this. Means it's a bit unbalanced, but I think we'll be all right. That headset feels really tight. I've never seen that before. It's like some kind of head tube extension. We'll need to adjust that as well. I think that's going to need to go up. So first thing we'll do is we'll alter that. because the person that's going to be riding this bike definitely has it higher than that. And depending on the size of them as well, I might need to alter that stem to a longer stem, I'm guessing, but it doesn't matter because I've got some, I've got a Dida black and white that would probably look quite nice on this bike. Right, got to get ready to catch this now. Flipping heck, how long's that? So we need about 50 pairs of hands. Right. Right, you're out. You can go down there. Oh, that's good. The actual friction strip appears to be working. Right, so we'll go 2.5, and then put the other half on the top. Oh, don't you dare. That's it. That's it, safe now, it's not going to fall out. I'm hoping you can see all this, because I have no idea what you can see. Still no idea, because the camera's over there and I can't turn around to look at the camera, because it's charging. Sorry, not the camera, the phone. I've got it, with these Insta360s, when you're doing, when you're blogging or YouTubing and that, it is actually, that was actually too tight, I think, before. But we'll check it anyway when we get the lined up. So I'll just nip these up a bit tighter so it's not spinning. Yeah, let's just wreck the floor. Nothing to see here, missus. This will be a bit of an experiment. What I'll try next time with the camera is I'll put the super wide angle Carlos Fandango Zeus lens on it and see if that is any better. I'm just using this one because I can, if I'm not quite in the right place, I can keep moving it and it will generally track. So if I ask it to track on that, even when I turn it to the side, it'll still keep the focus on there. Right. Now my only worry is now with this is that, have I got enough? Yeah, we're probably all right. Right, so we've got no brake pads on that one. I've got to get some brake pads for that. I don't know what happened to all the bits I've collected. I thought I'd dumped them in here. Ah, there we go. 2 sets of brakes. So I've got loads of stems and things we can use to mix and match. I've got loads of spare handlebars. So even if they wanted to go to drops, if they can get the things, I can stick them on. I've got some brake pads with this, they're just not brilliant. Right. Oh, somebody at the door. Right, that's got a very, very, very short. I thought I got another one. I've got a nice shiny Ultegra. It's whether or not this is long enough, because these short nub ones we'll give it a go. Right, probably don't need the grippers on that one. I think it's a 5. I think it's a 5. No, that's not a 5. Let's start putting all the tools away. Right, that's not going to be very helpful, is it? Oh, that's going to be awful. Right. God. Right. Oh. How far away are we? Nowhere near. So we either need a longer one of these, which we have got. It just depends if it's long enough, or we need one of these with a longer bolt on it, so it might end up being that one that goes in with a shorter bolt on it. Who knows? Right, let's see if we can get this longer one in first. Nope. Aha, yes, that's perfect. So that one can go on there. That has worked. Let's get my finger in. So that's a perfect fit. That's dropped straight up to the back of there. The idea of these funny bolts is that they do go straight onto the back of the metal bit there. Right. Question is, I don't think that's going to fit. Can't get the flipping thing out now. There we go. Now, I don't think we've got a cat in hell's chance to get anything on there. You're supposed to do that. I've got a ball bit on it, but that's not going to help. Right. 5. No, now we're desperate. Argon Bennett. I don't know if you can see that. That is. I can't even reach it from here. I don't think there's any. What a shit design. No, that's not going to work. I have to get the head torch on it in a minute as well. Oh, hold on, we're in. No, we're not. Thought we were in. Aha, now we're in. Right. Right, so this is possibly the stupidest thing I've ever had to do, but tightening it up like that, but yeah, I think we've cracked it. Right, let's just pull them out. I'm going to find the appropriate brake cables. Paint pile for the rubbish. fact, let's get all the stuff on first before we start with that game. Because I can't do that until I've got the... Right. That's a 6. What have I done with the 5? It's there. Boom! Not helpful. Don't know why that's so far up. I'm assuming it's like that by design. Oh, there we go. When you're not in the other garage now, you can't just throw stuff on the floor. Right, where's it gone? It's here. Right, I think they're in. Check. So the duty cable. Right. Flipping full of bear's hair in there. Oh, bracket feels all right. Anyway, what we got? We got the 53 on there because it needs to be a big ring. 53, yeah, it's a time trial bike, though if they're going to ride it on a hilly course I probably would swap that down. So remember, always do these up finger tight. Make sure your cranks are like that and not all the way around like on the RAF video. I thought it was a joke, and then I did actually go. It was somebody had not mocked it up for YouTube, but then I did actually go and see it on the telly, and yes, it is. The crank is the wrong way around. Right, where did I get to before we got rudely interrupted? Yeah, the camera. I think it had overheated, to be honest. Flipping dog hair. In fact, no, that's not. I'm not blaming the dog for that one. That's loft insulation. Right. Let's get the derailleur on. We're going to be running a maximum of 28 on this because it's a short throw derailleur. If you want anything longer, I do have a derailleur that might be compatible with this. I bought one of those weird 10-speed ones that actually has got the same. Hey, what's going off here? I don't like this already. Oh, no, we're good. We're good. I thought we got an issue, but we haven't. Right. I need a wheel with a 28-inch on with a 28. That's got a 30. I'm going to have to go and get the TT wheels. So what we can do in the meantime. I have no idea what the chain length is for this. So we'll put the gauge on. I'll at least get a chain on it then. No, because we need a wheel on it to be able to set that up, so I do need to go and fetch a wheel. Right, what can we be doing in the meantime then? Let's get the brakes hooked up. I don't really want to be going in the house yet unless I have to. Right, this is one of the front brake cables. This is a Jaguar cable that I didn't use. It got bought and never got used. So we'll use that on the front, which is this one. Oh. Yeah, I know, I've just spotted it. Why didn't you tell me? Or are you just having a laugh? I thought when I put him on, I thought, oh, that's a really weird angle for the brake levers. Right, so let's, that's interesting. So the brake levers on the ones that we're on come through there. Weird. Not there. Right, so we're going to have to take that taping off. I'm tempted to put them other bars on, to be honest. I do like the fact that these have got the stacks. So that's because they must have a setup for this. There'll be a hole somewhere where you can bring it out of. There'll be a hole under there. I don't really want to be doing this. I can always take the wraps off the other one if I knacker these. No, the other ones are good. I might even have a spare set somewhere. I've definitely got some bar tape we can use. Oh, come on. There we go. Yeah, there we go. There's the hole we were looking for. Right. So that needs a end on it. That one hasn't got an end on it. Not sure you actually do need the end, but come on, bite. It's the only problem with these things, they don't always want to bite. Oh, that's good. That's okie dokie. Beginner pokey. And I think it's just about long enough. If not, I'll have to go and steal some ends. We are missing some ends. I've heard several ends fall on the floor. I've just got to know. Ah, there's the other one. But we do need an end to go in there too. No, we don't. That has no end. No end. So we're going to do the same to this side now. God, a minute. How much electrician's tape? Yeah, just stick it through your hand, Mark. That'll really helpful. Haven't taken the other one out of there yet. Tape along the floor. Can't believe you didn't tell me about that. I did it on purpose actually, just to see if you were paying attention. Is it bit yet? No, it's done a flipping stupido. Right, that needs to go in there, that needs to go in there, that needs to go there, that needs to go there, that needs to go there. So, yeah. What's up with this? I think it's gone to, it's not, it's spun round and there's only one place it can go in. It's not where I'm trying to put it in. So there's a couple places that needs to go. I might just want to go in there. I might have to take that off for a minute and just force this one in. Oops. Switch lenses, the other one's overheating. The 360 sometimes does that when it's. Oh, you know, this looks well with them wheels on. Anyway, right, yeah, I fetched the wheels. Yeah, I've turned the resolution down on the camera to see if we can help it out with overheating. I'm not sure if that would work, but in theory I would expect it to be doing less, so it's got less frames per second and less. You're not making life easy. Doesn't need to be perfect. Right, sort that down slightly. Let's just take a stand back and have a look at that. Oh, that looks nice. I'm going to stop it from. I think it's these that are making it go all over the place. Right. Good, good, good. That looks nice, doesn't it? Suits them wheels. Cool. Right then. Don't like where that is. Up there like that. So that's not supposed to be like that. It seems to go. It's a step, isn't it? I don't think that's right somehow. Anyway, right, chain, that's the most important thing. Right. Right into the outside. As I get it on the big ring. No, you get down there. Come on. Which is recording. But I forgot to press the record button. Come on. I am getting ackier by the second. It might have been a better idea to clean this chain before I started using it. Now hopefully this will work. So it shouldn't be a million miles off. If we measure the length centre to centre, we'll get an idea as to, and yeah, that's the right way around. No, it's not the right way around. That needs to go there. That one needs to go there. Okay, where's that gone then? Have I managed to lose it, or has it actually clicked in? Well, I wasn't looking. Oh, it's there. Gotcha. There we go. Right, so one of the benefits of working in here, I've actually got a sink and I can get some of this shit off my hands. Yeah, I know, I should have gloves on. Water under there that's like a little heater thing, and it's just enough to keep a couple of litres of hot water going for you. We don't have central heating because we use the aircon. Right, let's see how this is. So what we're looking for is where this is sitting. And I would say we're not a million miles off there. Oh, no, we are a million miles off because it needs to be down there. We're in the wrong gear. So we're a lot of million miles off. Now then, which one's which? I can never work them out on these. Right, it's this top one. This top one wants to come out a bit. So if I adjust this, you can usually see it, so it'll say high and low on it. Low ratio is that one, high gear is that one. So wangle it off a bit and then give it a quick spin, and it may or may not drop down. Let me get a different screwdriver because that one's not quite playing ball. Good thing about these older ones is they do take the flats as well. Ah, there we go. Right, let's have a look at it now. Now that we're in. I think that wants to go a little bit more. It should be slightly beyond. So the centre of that tooth wants to be on the outside of that tooth at the bottom. So I think we might have gone just a tad too far with that one. Just get a couple of spins, make sure it is in the right place. Bish bash bosh. So remember, that wants to be wound in as far as it will go. Keep that out of the spokes and then wind it. That's half a turn and a bit. Pull this nice and tight. It's a new one, so we're going to get a bit of stretch on it. Just push that down out of the way, and then we'll see how we go. Because these are really flipping awkward. Ah, so that was not helpful. Well, that started well. The gear lever wasn't in its lowest position. Schoolboy error. Right, I do have a sneaky suspicion that this isn't. We do need a longer one of them. So let's go and erase something off the bike. Where's the gear shifters? That's this one here. Great, can't get that one out. It's not long enough. It's one of these white ones long enough. Let's stick a white one on. I'm not proud. It's good enough for who it's for. That's perfect. All Jaguar, so Jaguar uses 1.3 before you start arguing with me. Because it was bought as a Shimano Jaguar set. I've never had an SRAM Jaguar set. I don't even know if you can get them. Right, see how this one fits. Still recording. We look like we are. Right, let's see where that puts us. Oh. Right, I think it's just long enough. The problem we've got is it's now dropped down onto the thing. We may have to take a link out of this, but I don't know what size back cog we're going to end up with on here, so I don't really want to take any more out of this yet, because I think this is a fairly small block. We can go as high as a 28, so we're just going to leave that. Yeah, we're off the... Right, cool. So that's it, bike built. Gears working. We'll just snip that bottom off and stick the... stick the bits on. Can't do the front one yet, so we will chuck this in here for when we do. Somewhere in here there is a, there we go, a massively oversized bobble, and because it's a Shimano one, a massively overpriced bobble. Bob. There we go. Just get that out of the way. Job is a good one. Right, so that's it. We built up the frame. That looks pretty decent. So all we're missing is the brake cable. So I've got to order some brake cables, and I've got to find a thing for that, and then we are good to go. So I'll just we'll just get a picture of that and send it to Steve, and we'll get him down. Before we go any further, there is a couple of bits I do need to do before I forget. And that's sort them out. Actually, they're pretty straight. Yeah, they're pretty good, actually. Nope. Torque wrench. And we want number 4. Right, what are we set to? We're set to about right. It's about 5 Newton meters. So it's a very quiet click on these Park Tools. Lovely torque wrench, just a very quiet click. That's it. Right. I think we're okay. No, can't feel any head knock. Right, we've just got to sort this saddle out now. Forward, stop down. There we go. No, I think it was. I think it was. Probably too low. I think it's just 26. You can finish riding, so you can't. You're saying there's nowhere at all. That's just fine. I think it's fine. I want to test it for yes. Right, there we go. Going back up in there. Up there as well. That's the protection bit. You can see it's got a couple of chunks missing out of it, where you can see where it's gone over the top. Got to be careful with these TT bikes. I know loads of people have broken the frames because of that. Right. Cool. That looks a nice bike, doesn't it? Headset's a little bit graunchy, but no, looks well with them wheels on. Right, let's wrap it up there. Don't forget, like and subscribe. That was a very quick TT build. Poor old Reggie. Oh well, sorry Reggie. We'll get the rest of the gear off that and chuck it in the parts bucket, and then we'll either keep the frame for wall art. I don't know, what do you think I ought to do with the frame? Let me know. If somebody wants it, you can have it. It doesn't owe me anything. It's a bit sad like, but I'm sure it will be a fine ride. Anyway, right, that's it. Don't forget, like and subscribe.